Ecstasies.
Yeah,
Remember
I
that film?
remember, absolutely. Stick a pin just for a second. I remember when the film, I think the film Ouija board came out, and I was going to go see it. And my son, as a teenager, was like, Mum, you don't want to go and see that. Because he's quite spiritual. We don't talk it, but he's quite a spiritual boy.
Yeah.
He says, them things, Mum, may lead open doors to things.
That's right.
And I was like, wow, he is my child.
That's right. That's right.
So people, I'm not, you know, you may be rolling your eyes right now, because I was, and to agree I'm in the please, make the Ouija board. Then I was crying and scared, couldn't sleep.
See that?
And I know there was guys there was girls there, we all saw this. I'm telling you, and this stemmed from me rolling my eyes at a school friend, being inquisitive, getting an adult to make it as us children did. Or, okay, he decided he was going to make it after we spoke about it. Don't try and prove these things sometimes. Some of them things are really from ancient ancestry, good or bad. There's good and bad with everything.
That's real.
I remember Mum, I'm going to hit some real points too. Mum would say to me, for an example, you know, sometimes, you know what you used to use back in the day, the elders, to whiten clothes, the blue bar.
Blue bar.
Remember blue bar? That
yeah.
is also used for protection.
They washed it. Some of them washed themselves.
Okay,
with that blue,
right.
yeah.
Now, when I was pregnant, I was told put it in the bath. Don't tell people when your due date is, because it will help. And I was always rolling my eyes, but I'm thinking to myself, some of these things come from ancient,
Of course.
whether it's African ancestry or wherever. I'm not saying all, but I would be a little bit silly to think all of them don't exist and it's all been made up because someone was bored.
Can I get onto that, the Ouija board thing now?
Okay, go for it. That one sweet you, yeah?
Yeah, that one brought back some chills. It brought back a chill
I'm
to
telling
me.
you, I'm scared to leave it right now. Hey, walk me home, bloke. Walk me home.
It brought back a chill to me. All right. When I was younger, I used to have this mate called Simon Green. Big up to you, wherever you are. Now, Simon was one of them kids. He was just out of the box. He sweared. He done everything that was bad.
Okay.
But you still liked him.
All right.
Yeah? So one day Simon said to me, he's going to this girl's house, and I said, yeah, we was young, innit? We was young.
Okay.
Talking like 10s, 11s.
All right.
So he went to this girl's house. When we got in the girl's house now, the girl's house it's like she had a rubbish bin, and the rubbish bin was emptied in every single room in the house. There was just nothing but rubbish on the floor.
Madness.
And I thought, hold on a minute. What? You can't see carpet. You can't see lino. You can't see tiles. You can see newspaper. The place smells of dog mess, right?
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Pepsi, Coke, bottle all over the place. I just thought to myself, where's the cleaner?
That's crazy.
So we've gone in this girl's house now. We're in the girl's house. Simon and I was talking. And then she said, yeah, do you want to do it? I'm thinking, do what? I'm thinking,
talking about Nookie,
I'm thinking, do what? Because you're not my type.
Wrong turn.
Yeah, red flag. Yeah. So I'm saying, do what? And then he said, yeah, let's do it. So I'm thinking, what are these two nutcases talking about? She goes in her back, comes out with the board, the Ouija board. So I'm saying, these people are idiots.
But can I ask what culture they were both from before you carry on? What race and culture were they from?
IC1s. IC1s is white folk, Caucasian.
Okay.
And the IC3 is black.
Both, so one was black, one was white.
No. I'm the only black. They're two IC1s.
Okay, all right.
So yeah, so they come up with this big board now, and I muck around, and it's not. She didn't make this one. This one is
Ready
the
made,
proper thing.
The proper Jumanji.
Yeah, and it's got the square thing, glass thing with the round circle in it, like the magnifying glass bit in the middle.
She's official.
So I'm thinking to myself, this is a joke, because I didn't come down here to see this trippiness. So they're doing it, and she's talking about, oh, look, the thing's saying for sure. It's because it starts to spell the letters,
Yeah,
isn't
it does.
And it's saying for sure.
So let me ask you this: did it really move? Did it glass
No, they
really
both
move?
had their hand on it.
Okay.
One finger each on it.
Okay, so
I'm thinking this is a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, a joke business. So I go back in there and watch some television and sit down on the messy settee, and I watch some TV, and they're in there making up bare noise. So after a while, got fed up with the TV, come back, see what these two jokers on.
Right.
They're still there, they're there. She's saying, oh, look, it's spelled out for sure. And that's my uncle, what passed away. He always used to say that. I'm in there just with my eyebrows up saying, I want to them too, idiot.
Foolishness.
Yeah? So, I said, yeah, move, Simon, man. Give me a try of this. Cause I'm thinking that it's a idiot business.
So now you want to try it.
So listen, let me try it, because I know that you lot are moving this thing with your hand.
Yeah, yeah.
So I put my hand on it. She's spelling it around. They're doing some spelling out thing. I said, you know what, this is long. I'm gonna go.
So it didn't move. It didn't move for you.
As far as I was concerned, it was me and her moving it together.
Okay.
As far as I was concerned.
There's no evidence on your side.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I've come off of it now. Simon's gone back on it now. Yeah. The dogs start barking. So she says, shut the door. He always barks when I go on this. But she said, she told this is when I first heard the word addicted. She said, I'm addicted to this.
Was she a witch?
Her mum was.
This is okay. Now we're talking. Keep going.
Her mum. She said, I'm addicted to this.
Going.
I said, why? She said, my mum's a witch. We use this all the time.
Right.
So I'm thinking to myself, when she said the word witch, me start get scared knowing I come. You know, I'm not really superstitious like that, but
you thought you were coming from a game of street poker, didn't you?
nah, Monopoly lab.
Okay, she tried to trap your ass.
Yes, yeah, so when she said mum's a witch now, my ear them start to stand up on my body. No, come here, I think, say, hold on.
Seriously?
Mum's a witch.
Yeah.
No wonder the house looked dirty like this. Yeah, so I'm saying that didn't really resonate right with me, you know. So I'm gonna have to excuse you lot in a minute. But the door's shut, yeah? The door's shut, the dogs start bark. The dog started to bark, yeah? So they got their hands on this glass and they're going around the thing. The dog started to go mad, Silver, yeah? Till I stopped looking at the board and looked at the door, because the dog started to bang against the door. Him start charging on.
Protecting spirit.
Yeah. So he's charging at the door, bang, bang. And she's shouting, whatever the name is, yeah, of the dog. Stop it. The dog calmed down. Silver, when I turned back round, Silver.
No, don't, you were scaring me. What did you see?
There was a little table with a hi-fi on. The thing started jump.
It started to levitate itself.
The thing started to jump like a.
So you saw this for yourself.
I
Please
saw
back
this.
this up.
Listen,
okay,
I
so we both. Okay,
me, Simon, and this girl. Simon, if you're out there, you can back me up, mate. You can phone in and back me up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw this with my own eyes.
Wow.
The little plastic table with the hi-fi on, the little small hi-fis, started to jump, and the dog was going mad. So I'm in this room feeling trapped because the dog's going mad at the door. I don't want to open the door in case he comes in and goes mad. And this table and the hi-fi is jumping.
Wow.
So my heart's ready to jump out of my chest now, you know. Yeah? I just come to the wrong party. Yeah, right? Simon Green, right? Simon Green picked up 2 rulers and made the sign of the cross. And said, I'm going to get you effing C, right?
He's in the movies now for
yeah, so him start put he made the sign of the cross and he's going around the room. And this thing's still jumping.
Really?
This thing is still jumping. Yeah?
Wow.
And he's putting up his sign of the cross and she's there. I'm looking at her.
What is she doing?
She's in shock. She's in shock. Me when I come out, yeah, the dog's going mad. The table's jumping, yeah? And do you know what wrapped it all up for me? I'm there because I just want to get out of this place now.
You're
shouldn't come here.
I
shouldn't have come here. Yeah. I shouldn't be here.
Yeah.
Right? This is not my party.
Yeah.
What wrapped it for me, Silver?
Okay.
While this was going on, yeah?
Okay.
She said, look.
What? Now you're scaring me.
I looked down, Silver, the glass, go back to goodbye.
Oh, you're lying. I'm scared. I'm not going home tonight.
Silver, my heart stopped. The glass, no one ain't touching the glass, you know. The glass go back to goodbye. The table stopped. The dog stopped bark. Me bust the door. And I'm telling you, as soon as I came out that yard, you know, it's Usain Bolt, you know. And remember, it's evening, you know.
Wow.
It's evening, Silver. I'm only young. So, you know, evening it gets dark fast.
It's really dark.
Listen, I felt like when I came out the door,
wow,
I felt like I came out of a graveyard.
Jeez. So let me ask you, thank you for sharing that also, because
I'm frightening of people.
listen, if you
Trust
think I'm
me,
walking home by
even
myself
talking
tonight, yeah, you lie. I'm going in my house backwards. I'm joking. But I am scared though. These topics, I mean, see, it all wraps around superstition, but I do believe, that's why I say, there are going to be those 1 and 2 or handfuls that can prove the origins. Now, maybe people think that we're bullshitting them, we've made it all up tonight, but I swear to God, you and I have never spoke about that, ever.
No,
Real talk. We have never spoke about that.
No.
So I'm glad you had your own experience. And what did that teach you, though?
That taught me never ever go around that board again.
Don't play with them.
One boy in my boarding school, couple doors down from me in my boarding school, because you got the sleeping, yeah. Him start doing it in the middle of the night. You know what happened to him? All the cupboards started flapping. He couldn't open the door.
So I thought you said that you thought it was all bullshit. So you do believe to a sense that these things are real because you've seen it with your own eyes.
I only believe. Say like you tell me something, yeah. Don't tell me something from your mum, because I'm not gonna believe that.
No, Chinese whisper.
I want to know, Silver. Did you see that? Did that happen to you? If it didn't happen to you, that's just another folk story to me. Because most of these stories that's passed down, us in this lifetime have never seen those people.
This conversation started to get interesting, and there's been a few points that we've already hit that I'm going to bring up in another show that we're going to go all the way in on, whether it is the magics or these kind of things, or spirituality, the good and the bad. But in regards to superstition, where you mentioned earlier that it's always been magnified on fear,
of course,
you would notice on the flip side that people will then use lucky charms. Okay, I always like them charm bracelets, but I didn't know the origins. That's like the way they look, with the little jingle jangles of it.
Yes.
But it has its origins.
Of course.
Different cultural, whether it's gypsy, whether it's whatever, and it's turned into a statement piece of jewelry. So things like lucky charms. I got 2 examples to give you.
Yeah.
Now, so we spoke about the dark side, but for those who believe that they can attract good and light and prosperity in their life via superstition, because there's always a good and a bad. People use even Bible for good and bad. So there's good and bad in everything that can be, I guess, used. Yeah,
50-50.
Like the mirrors, like we said, prevent from duppy from coming in, but also cover it for somebody else's religion or belief system. So, okay, I heard of a story of a woman. She was just not living life. She existed in every realm of superstition. If she saw a brown penny face down, she would avoid going near it.
Yes.
She was choking one day on a peanut, literally choking on her bed. And she remembered she had an ornamental rabbit foot, which is seen as a good luck charm. And she went into her drawer while she was choking, grabbed the rabbit foot, dropped on her bed, and the peanut popped out of her mouth.
Is someone that you know or
Not
a story?
at all. Foolishness, isn't it?
Okay. That's how I was just about to say that. That sounds like a story to me.
No, not every story. Tory. Yeah.
Like Inori, mate.
Yeah. And then you got stories like I've got so many. I mean, as we go through that, there's so many that I can think of. Oh God, what else did I see? You sneeze, and I should say what?
God bless you.
But why? Where did it come from?
Well, I don't know where that come from, but I heard one man, which is Dr. York, say, someone asked him, why do people say, God bless you? And he said, the reason why people say that is because for that 1 second when you sneeze, your heart stops for a second. That
I heard, but
I don't know how true that is.
I've heard that as well on my search, and it also says that when sneezing, another would reply, bless you, is a term to wish another good health. Yeah? But then I say to myself, is all of these mentioned above a lifestyle belief system or just stupid superstitions? Like, really? Should we be subscribing to any of it? Should we be more conscious the fact that we ritualistically do these things based on being grown with certain parents, and we do it without even knowing? Like, don't open your umbrella in the house, you're mad at bad luck. Why would you anyway? Yeah, but right, I mean, you wouldn't normally have an umbrella indoors anyway, but for example, you may have bought a new one, you want to try it out, which I've done before. Mum would say, don't do that. You're mad. But when I've researched it, apparently the sun gods would be very angry. I'll be angering the sun gods by opening umbrella indoors. But oops.
So I'm to the moon god.
That's tonight. That's a different. There's a whole nother people celebrating moon tonight, but or was it yesterday night? I don't know. But that's a whole nother conversation. But then you got whoops. I spilled some salt on the dining table.
Yes.
What does that stand for? Have you ever heard for that one? And allegedly, people would quickly get the salt and throw it over their back.
Shoulders,
and allegedly, it said, okay, dropping the salt is meant to be bad luck, or bad luck will follow you. So they sprinkle the salt, throw the salt over each shoulder to basically distract and blind the devil, to counteract the potential curse. What's your thoughts?
Do you know what? I watch some things on YouTube because I watch a lot of these superstitious spells and all this stuff.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to be straight
Why
with
do
you.
you watch it? What's
I'm
the
gonna
fascination
be
with it
straight
for
with
you then?
Because I used to be scared of that stuff.
Right, okay.
Yeah? I used to be, when people start talking about hobya, superstition, I used to be afraid of all that stuff.
Okay.
And then one of my friends said, listen, if something happens to you, say like I send something to you, because I'm dealing with that,
all right,
and I send that to you.
Okay.
What are you going to do? I said, what are you going to do? I'm going to pray in it and this and that. And he said, no, something's going to be wrong with you and you're going to go to the doctor.
Right.
And the doctor's going to tell you that, I don't know what that is.
Okay, because he can't detect, he's not a spiritual.
Yeah, he don't know that. That's not his field.
He's westernized.
So my friend said to me, you know something? It's better you go and look at it and find out what that is. Don't go into it.
Right.
But it's better to know it than not know it.
Okay.
And when he said that, a light bulb went in my head and it kind of made me get over the fear. Because before, when people used to say things to me, I'm like, no. Maybe the Ouija board or something clicked back in my head, fright straight away.
You want to tamper?
Friday the 13th, straight away, yeah. But now I realize that, you know what? When you look into these things and you look deep in, yeah, not practice, we're just talking about looking.
Okay.
When you see what you need to see, there's no fear anymore.
Okay.
There's no fear for this.
So somebody now, you go to their house and they repeat what you had experienced with the whole Ouija board. Are you not going to be scared again?
I'm not going to be scared again, but I wouldn't indulge, and I wouldn't sit down there. I wouldn't sit down there with you doing that.
Okay.
Because I've seen the seriousness of it.
Absolutely. I don't.
So
play
to
with
me,
things.
I've seen that does work.
Of course.
I don't need to ask someone. Miss it up with Fimi eye. Yeah.
It's crazy. Well, look, I have been asking, as said earlier, an array of people from different backgrounds, and people of their WhatsApp group have blew it up and sent me a multitude of superstitiousness from their cultural background, from Bajan to Jamaican to Nigerian. So let me just hit a couple of them, whether we subscribe to it or not, okay? So here's one of them. If you have two plantings that are stuck together, break them behind your back or you will have twins. Listen,
I've done that last week, mate.
You know, say I'm not looking to breed no more. So
I've done that last week, mate. Yeah.
Right.
So if the twins are coming, tell them hurry up.
I don't know what culture that comes from. Then you say, walk in your house backwards if you're coming home after midnight. I think that's a Dominican one. So big up yourself, Lady Giggles, because you know who you are. You always make me laugh and smile. Who sent me all of these from her sisterhood and the brotherhood, who sent all of these in from their countries and cultures. So bless up yourself, Giggles. Yeah, I'm looking forward to inviting you on the show. So yeah, she sent me an array of them. Let's go into it. So like, let's see. Her Bayesian friend, godmother, would turn 3 times to avoid bad luck if a black cat crossed her path.
Saying that,
Okay.
I've grown up with a fear for black cats, but I've realised, what's the difference between a black cat and a white cat? There's no difference. They're both cats. Just one's a different colour.
Well, I think it's because all of these bewitched programs and actual witches, and hang on a minute, let's just be real with this. How many movies have you seen where they just happen to have black cats? There's something in that as far as I'm concerned. Not every movie like Harry Potter comes from fiction.
All right, check this now. Me got a part
Right.
with my son, yeah?
Okay.
When he was younger, yeah? And we're feeding the pigeons. And the black crows come and start bully up the place and take the bread and go with it. And that was the day I realised that I haven't got a fear for the black crows.
No.
But I did.
There is something
From
in
watching
the crows,
Damien.
though. Yeah.
Remember Damien?
Yeah, I didn't watch him. He was
I
scary.
watched Damien, and I'm telling you, anytime I saw one of them, I didn't want to know. And in India, me and my brethren sitting there, and this black crow comes and he starts swearing at the crow. I said, leave the bird alone. I said, no, that means death and this and that. It doesn't.
It's interesting. It is supposed to be like you see one. Is it one or is it 2 or 3 in a row within a similar space of time? Like within a day or a week, it's supposed to mean something quite negative. But
all right.
Go ahead.
I'm going to let you touch it.
Go ahead.
Those birds, yeah, the black and white ones, what are they called? Magpies.
Something, sir.
I seen 7 at one time. They said that's good luck.
Wow.
I've been from about at least a month and a half now. Me, I look on them bird. I said, that's not no good luck, mate. That's just a bird.
But what about when they say if birds poo on you, then it's good luck? It brings you wealth.
I used to think that because I've had that done to me a couple times. Me got the lottery straight.
Did you win anything?
Me never win. Me lose my money.
Oh, don't make me laugh. Well, allegedly, from a Jamaican sister, she was told that if your husband or wife dies, be sure to move your bed, otherwise Duppy will interfere with you and ride at your clout in the night. That was sweet, isn't it?
Hey.
Yeah, that's what I was told.
Deep, you know?
I mean, what no man riding at my clock when I'm dead? Are you mad? Go back your business and lay down and drink soup.
Go find something dead.
Right,
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's crazy. So let's see what else we got. What other cultures? What can we come up with? That one sweet you, innit? That one really sweet you. Oh my God. Let's see what we have here. Oh God, there's so many. There's so many from so many different cultures. But I think I'll touch more on that a little bit later.
But what I'm going to say to you is, yeah. You now, Silver.
All right.
What does, at this age, and for all the experience you've had, life experience, what does superstition mean to you?
To me, as opposed to my opinion, which means it's not facts.
Your personal.
My personal. Yeah. Well, once again, I have to be a reasonable being when I answer that question, okay? And it is a very relevant question, as this is the topic of the day, of the hour. And what it means to me is going to be implanted, because you never came out the womb having these theories. But okay, what it means to me is almost no different to those who subscribe to religion. And what I mean by that is, I'm not saying it's wrong or right. What I mean by that is, we hold on to something else other than the power within self. So if you're nervous, if you're anxious, or you want to prevent something bad from happening, or you want to attract good happening in your life, that you will subscribe to these belief systems. You know, for an example, you can't see the bride before the wedding.
Who said that?
Exactly that.
Me not see her 2 nights before the wedding starts.
I know, but that is a superstition, right?
Yeah.
And oops, you better catch the bouquet, and you will get married.
Even if a man catch it.
A man don't go for it. When the women line up, you see them. From she had a little one dance, yeah, and then he said, "I do." It's now time for her to have her dance, or before the dance, is it? And throw the bouquet. Some different cultures do it in the midst of the aftermath. Some people do it, I think, just after the church. It depends on your culture. Yeah. And you have the women, whether they do it for fun or not, but some people still believe in that by them catching it, you're next. But some of us are always bridesmaids and never the bride.
Do you know what I'd say?
What did you say?
I would say that at this age now in life,
right?
This good old age, yeah.
Okay.
I feel like I'm letting go of everything.
Right.
And starting afresh.
That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Fresh palette.
So all this stuff that's been indoctrinated in my head and put on me and this and that, I've evaluated it and said to myself, you know what? This ain't doing no good for my spiritual.
Okay.
Because it's just, I'm living in fear. So I'm thinking to myself, hold on a minute. Imagine if we took away all this stuff that was taught to me, yeah? And then you taught me something like, you can be a millionaire. You can be your spirit can be uplifted. You can take all the doubt out your system.
Okay.
Imagine if that was replaced with not money, but replaced with good stuff and upliftment and joy and.
But that sounds beautiful. But the reality, all right, I know you're not speaking reality, you're speaking ideal. Okay.
Yes, of course.
But let's say in reality, there's no yin without yang.
Of course.
Yeah. At home, you have a hot tap and a cold tap and a mix if you really want to blend. Okay. So in reality, could you imagine us having a world where everyone, you can leave your doors open and nothing bad would happen? That once upon a time was happening in some neighborhoods.
Yes.
But in reality,
Canada.
Okay. Even mum would say back in the early days, the doors could be open in the veranda, but you couldn't do that now. Now, yes, it's the ideal of what you just said, replacing it with positivity. And for many people who believe, subscribe, and live by superstition, it isn't all built on fear for them. It's to attract stuff. You know, to pass an exam, they're gonna have a rabbit foot, or to keep a husband, they're gonna do whatever, or you know,
put water outside of their bed.
Oh yeah, what was it? Someone once told me, a Jamaican, you know, it can only be a Jamaican man. But you're not Jamaican still. Yeah, I'm half Jamaican. I can say this. He told someone that I know to put a glass of water beside your bed, and you won't get pregnant.
I lie that.
All he want to do is ride it big back.
I lie that. You know that.
Lie my tell.
You know that. Innit?
Yeah. I said to her, did you do it? She said, did I do it? You're mad. Yeah.
And then when it happened now, I thought it was all it.
Exactly. Who's gonna believe that? You put a glass of water beside your bed and you won't get pregnant.
Nah. There's a lot of them out there, and I just personally believe that none of them help me.
Right.
I just think they're old folk stories. And don't get me wrong, if you tell me something superstitious wise,
right,
and you tell me that, Drums, I went through that.
Okay.
Me said that.
Because it's knowing, not belief.
Then I'll believe you.
Because yeah, of course. But at the same time, see, I'm gonna be advocate.
Unless you're a compulsive liar.
Right. I'm gonna be advocate, although whether I subscribe to it or not. 'Cause I'm not saying I do. Okay. Mm-hmm. When people say what your mind conceives is what you believe, which means those who talk about law of attraction, okay? So if you believe, let's reverse it. Let's say you believe the good or the bad can happen according to what you do, what you have in your house, how you live your life. Do you put your toilet seat down? It's feng shui. You will lose wealth if you have your toilet seat up. We can go on forever. There's so many I can tell you, and that's more of an Asian belief, yeah? Okay, I have my toilet seat down for hygiene, but Asian will be saying that's bad luck. Bad luck, your plant's in the wrong place, your chair's in the wrong place, your kettle's in the wrong place, the whole house. People get paid to come in and change your whole house to bring in good fortune. And culturally, that's what they believe in, but we would say it's superstition. But for many people who pay these gurus to come in and transform their home and put plants in a certain place and have water fountains that attract money and prosperity and good health, and involving crystals too, they would say, it's worked for them. Is that because their mind conceived it?
And that's because they wanted to believe that.
Okay, so then we're saying it's not only baloney, but if you believe in it, like law of attraction, you can conceive it.
Yeah, but how much people believe in it and it doesn't happen? A lot.
Maybe they're not believing long enough, or maybe
it's passed down belief.
That's true.
Second hand.
That's true, but Mum, anyway, if Mum's looked in, let me just tell you this now, Mother. When I took my hat off last night, I didn't put it on the table. I didn't. It fell on the table. I was like, oh, what would Mum say? Yeah, really, I was like, but that's just been embedded. I mean, why would you put a hat on the table anyway? But I thought of her when the hat went on the table. I don't know. So even though I don't personally subscribe, there's things that I realize that I do because it's been embedded.
That's right.
And I also think that although I classify myself as a spiritual being, it can get twisted sometimes with nurture versus nature. And then you say, my spirit led me. No, it didn't. You've been implanted and you just think it's your spirit that led you.
So you don't think you got spirit?
Of course, I'm a spiritual woman from the light spirit. But what I'm saying is sometimes we get that mixed up with the teachings of what's been implanted in us.
The indoctrination.
Like me feeling a way that my hat was on the table, that's not come from me. So, although I'm thinking like, yeah, but it felt, no, it didn't feel. It felt something because you've been nurtured for so many years with those belief systems. Had I not been told, I wouldn't have felt there's something in that.
Good point. One of my friend, family. This is someone that's friend, but grown up like family.
All right.
He said to me, Granny told me never put money on the bed.
Oh, he said that too. Same thing.
He said that to me, yeah? So I'm like, why not though? Nah, I told my brother not to do that the other day, and he done it. He's carrying out all the G's on the bed, and the man crashed his car and then he mashed up himself.
Seriously?
And I don't know how that went into my head, but it went into my head, and I just stopped doing it. And I was doing it for a good couple years. And then one day we said, hold on, well, that's what your granny said though.
Exactly that.
They ain't got nothing to do with me. How do I know that's gonna do anything in my life? But if I'm planting that own seed in my head that don't put money on the bed because something bad will happen.
Right.
I'm planting the seed in it.
I think it's the case sometimes because when I've asked myself like, why won't I walk under a ladder? Yeah, we've all heard of that one. I think it's just in case.
All right, now check this now, yeah?
Yeah.
There's a ladder there, yeah? Everybody's told don't walk on the ladder, you get how much years bad luck.
All right.
So if I walk on the ladder and say, you know something, me bless 10 years worth of good luck and I'm walking through this.
Okay.
What's to say it can't happen?
Put some dog now have the same luck. Go through. Now follow you.
Now I'll do it. Now I'll do it.
Okay.
Before I wouldn't do it because I was caught underneath that light there.
Right.
But now I'm doing things to where I want to do it.
Yeah.
And if it goes wrong, I'm not going to say it's the ladder.
No, of course not.
If me get whatever bad years, like, I'm not going to say it's the ladder that done it.
Of course not.
Absolutely it was your destiny.
That's how I feel to a degree. Something's going to happen, it's going to happen. But are we ignoring the teachings once again, which we think is foolishness, from people that's here to give us messages? I don't know. I'm trying to be advocate here. I'm trying not to be closed-minded, although I can be in some subjects like this.
I don't think we're ignoring it. I think we're examining it.
Yeah.
And when you examine it and you go in deep in depth in it, sometimes you realize that these people who's giving you these quotes and whatever they're passing on, you don't really understand or know where that come from.
We don't.
Just like religion.
Yeah, that's what I mentioned earlier.
Sometimes religion, you got big people that will tell you, it's Christian and this and everything, yeah? And then you start talking to them and ask them 2 questions. But hold on, how did this, how did that? We are questioning for. Hold on, we had to try challenge. No, calm down. I'm just asking you. No, don't ask me nothing. That don't ask me nothing means that I don't really know.
None of them know.
I don't want you getting my back up.
None of them know. They all got the same, but they don't say where it comes because they don't know. But this is what I'm saying. But hey, also, when my mum gives a gift, like say a wallet or a nice handbag, she says it's bad luck to give someone a purse with no money in it. So maybe you should buy me a purse every day. But mum's giving purses and put money in it. It's meant to be bad luck to give someone a purse and not put money in it. And also, coming from another saying, which was sent to me 2 days ago, big up Lady Giggles once again, never allow the first day of the month to reach you without a note in your purse.
I've heard that one. Is
that a Jamaican thing?
I used to go by that. I used to go by that like the year, when the year's done in, I make sure I got a whole heap of pee around me because next year I want to go into the year smashing it. And no. Now, anything I command, anything I say, that's what's going to be. And I just got to believe in it.
What about the one where they say, don't put your handbag on the floor because you will lose money? Someone once said, but the girl who said that, her handbag's never on the floor, she always beg Brock. She's always begging she Brock. So, I don't know. And then what about...
That's what I said, the people who are making up this thing, they're laughing.
They're laughing. What about never walk straight into your house late at night? Always pause before opening the door. Never empty the cooking pot. Always leave some food for others.
Yes.
Who is the others though? Duppy.
I know people that used to put down food for ghosts.
No, repeat that please.
I know people that used to put down feed the ghost.
That's crazy as hell.
That piece of bread, leave the back of the bread. I put that down, feed.
So what ghost? Like the relative
Family,
ghost?
relative. So when Easter come on and little wine and little...
So is it like a shrine thing or does the bread disappear?
No, everything stays there, but they said that they're feeding their lost ones.
So it's like the Asian I told you about then, where he said that they build a shrine and donate the food on anniversaries and okay, right. Is that a black thing?
I think it's in a lot of cultures.
Right. Okay.
But me personally, I used to sit down I used to sit down there watching things like that and just think to myself, this is a joke. Me could have known my bread there.
I like the back of the bread, so I'm fighting.
Yeah, the hard bread. With a bit of peanut butter.
Yeah, fight the W for the back of bread, yeah? I love the back of the bread. Wow. Okay. Well, let's go to a break.
All right, peeps.
Back in a moment.
We'll be back.
Keep it locked.
Let's get it. Three. Yes, peeps, we're back again.
Hey.
Hope you enjoyed the commercial ads. As you know, people, this is UJR Radio, Talk Radio, and you're now tuned in to the lovely
Silver T Lyneng. How you doing? What's popping, people?
What's popping? What's good? So, yes, Silver. So, just carrying on what we was just last speaking about. You now,
All right.
right now, you've got your own child, you've got a grandchild. So what would you tell your child, and what would you go back and tell your mum that you've learned without being disrespectful or anything like that?
All right.
Just being honest
Okay, well, first
to your
of
child and your mum.
all right, well, let me start off with mums, because like I said, two different culture, background. Dad knows these things exist, but he plays it down. He made up a little one word.
That's a smart dad.
Yeah.
That's a smart
He
dad.
just says, I don't believe in them things, man. But he knows he knows they're happening, but he's not subscribing.
That's right.
So therefore,
Big up, daddy.
yeah, he's not subscribing. Big
Yeah.
up, Manasan. You know who he is.
Smart man.
Yeah. Yeah. My mum, she's lived and learned and heard and seen a lot. So there is wisdom with what she says.
Of course.
And my mum is a very, she's the most reliable person I know in my life. She is, her A is her A and her B is her B. No word ever lie. So when she showed me certain things of what she's experienced, I believe it wholeheartedly because of the kind of woman she is. Has she been a different kind of mum? I'd be like, nah, she's been watching too much Jeremy Kyle. Yeah. But
Jerry Springer.
because of the kind of mum she is, based on who she is and what she warned us from young, these things are things that she's witnessed,
Of course.
seen, growing up in the Dutchess of Jamaica and places like that.
Of course.
Okay, not this bad mind thing, but what they do with the bad mind.
Of course.
What can happen.
Of course.
So there was a lot of fear installed, which I transitioned into. But as I got older, I from young I challenged myself and challenged elders again in a respectful way by saying, "But how do you know?" But everyone would always say, "I don't know." My mum said, or my dad's dad said. No one chose to find out because them generations are very different. However, some of the things my mum said, I don't know. It could be things like, "Don't leave your drawers on the floor." Yeah,
That is definitely a good one.
She would tell not only girls but boys, but women are more intricate with their bodies. Okay, I'm saying, people. So mum would say straight, when wanna do what you wanna do, don't leave your drawers on the floor. Stop going to girls' house. Pick up your drawers because people can do things with it.
That's right, and that's true. I believe that one.
Okay, mum would just say, you don't want to hear, or you want to feel.
That's right.
Yeah. She'll say, all right. You know when they say that to you? All right. When they start all that, you just know there's some wisdom in that.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that mum showed me all these things. It protected me from, eating. Some people are licky, want to eat from everybody. And to you fellas that love us, girl, can you cook? Stop be long belly and yummy.
That's
Because
right.
there's real people out there that ain't just funny superstition. They really working stuff. We can go into that another show deeper.
Time you.
Yeah?
You know what time?
Steam off the drawers until in the pot and
we're not
rice.
talking about the little
All right.
time, We are talking about proper time,
Right, so that's a whole,
Pampas.
we'll go into this.
Pampers
We're
and
going
rice
to go
and
into
peas.
that on another day, deeper.
Mm,
Okay? Really we will, because it's an interesting topic.
of course.
But, so I'm glad for the things my mum shared with me and other elders. But on the flip side, it was more, people are often teaching you, as you said, what not to do based on fear factor.
Yeah.
Whereas, going on to my son now, I always spoke to him about spirit. And he's 26 years strong. So I from young, I tend to kind of say things to him and allow him to nurture his own belief system.
Of course.
Okay, so no matter what I tell him now, he'd be like, "Mum, I don't believe in that." He's quite straight. "Mum, I don't believe in that." And I like that because not even I can trick him with what I want him to believe. He's got his own belief, and as he transitions and grows, he sees his own evidence and has his own testimony. You know, yes, he likes the Christmas, he's family orientated, he doesn't believe in the whole, but just he sees it as a family day, you know, and I'm sure he would, you know, have his daughter doing Christmas as he already does, but Halloween, don't